put up a poll about organic and synthetic growing.
Back at it, let's try it again. Week 2.
Discussion. Scotty thought maybe 80% of our people are
organic. Check the facts.
Had a rough loss.
Was it on text? I can't remember.
Last week.
Text or call.
See if we can redeem ourselves.
But hey, it was awesome to rely on the DDC to say, hey, let's see what they think. So I appreciate you guys taking part in those polls. Too much more to list, guys. Go to dudegrows.com/support. $10 a month pays for itself.
We got going on here.
Comment, like, subscribe. And don't forget to check out our pros, dudegrows.com/pros, where all the coupon codes are listed, saving money on vetted gear. Now let's check out tech.
Something we didn't like.
Scotty, you got tech here from Inspired, from a post on dudegrows.com.
I was going to read the post, man, because this is what got me going.
I'm going to read it. Use code strain dependent on dudegrows.com if you guys need to go over there and register. We're keeping it tight. Strain dependent will get you in though. All right,
yeah, keep the slackers out. ProGuard or AeroClean 420 from Rolling Stone. And yeah, I didn't know about these products, so very cool. What's up, DGC? I was recently considering purchasing an air purifier system to help ensure I don't get PM. Every once in a while, it seems to pop up, and I would really like to buy a unit that could help eradicate the problem. I was looking at the ProGuard unit and another unit called the AeroClean 420. Both units seem to have some sort of photo-oxidizing catalyst and UV bulb, but the ProGuard unit states that are released in a dry H2O2. That's just what we're talking about, hydrogen peroxide, into the air to act as a cleaning agent. Whereas the AeroClean claims to have zero emissions, zero H2O2 or ozone. Remember, H2O2 is, if you break off the oxygen from H2O2, it's just H2O. I was wondering if anyone has any experience with them or knows anything about them, whether they're safe or not, or actually work. Thanks again, DGC. And this is pretty cool, man.
What did you find? I mean, what is the AeroClean? It doesn't emit H2O2 or ozone, so what the heck does it do? And all they promote on their site, what it is, I love the angle. NASA used it. NASA. It was on the spaceship, bro.
Cool. Hang on, I found out some information about it. Let me see if I can find it really quick, because
I found out that it's expensive as all holy hell.
Yeah, they're very expensive. Here you go. So if you want to scroll down on the next one, don't show it yet because it has that horrible, wicked plant. The Innovative Solutions one, it is called How ProGuard Air Purifiers Work. And it's pretty interesting. Uses an oxidation process, and is this... so it just makes it's oxidizing, so it's making hydrogen peroxide really quick, and then it's evaporating, the oxygen molecules oxidizing off, and just becoming water.
The UV light to activate the proprietary catalyst.
See how this shit work out.
And then, it turns into turning moisture into dry hydrogen peroxide. Interesting. I didn't even know there's such thing as dry hydrogen peroxide. So as the air passes through, the spores pass through, they're killed. My worry about these devices is where they're mounted. Granted, they are a bit spendy. Looking at the $600 for this one that will only do like a 5x5 tent or something. But I worry about when you mount one of these in a grow because they rely on the spores passing through them. So that in turn is you better have some badass air movement in your grow.
You better anyway, man. Where you getting PM?
That's true. And like everything else we talked about with PM, was such a pain in the ass. You can't be sold this thing and the guy's like, I guarantee you won't get PM. It's a help, it's a preventative. You can't guarantee it's going to take care of all spores if they come into the grow.
It's got to be a huge help, man. I think you'd have to mess up pretty bad if you had one of these in your tent and you still got PM, because you should be removing or at least killing a lot of the spores, right? Consistently. It's going to really inhibit sporulation, I would think, man. This is the best word to say ever.
And I didn't put it on here.
Yes, sir.
One other thing, if you're doing an air intake, is
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
Good move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Right away, they'll change the look. Thompson Robinson throwing right away. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the...
Bipolar ionization ions kill pathogens including mold, mildew, viruses, and bacteria. ProGuard creates plasma with extreme high levels of both positive and negative charges. Bipolar ions. It is cool, man. I mean, now this is a big old business. You can't have one of these giant facilities going down per PM. So there's these real solutions for it. It's pretty neat.
Very neat. I like it. I'm digging.
I don't know which one you should buy. We're supposed to help them pick which one we should buy.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Play action, now Thompson Robinson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he can return to make up for that one throughout this game.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go! I'd re-put that yellow warning sticker. I think that's somebody
Vaughn on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now Lewis. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Thompson Robinson now. He will find Davis on the left side complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
This will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, but, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw on 2nd down, Camp. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Lewis. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is fielded at the 27. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. If you look at this Cowboy defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Also, Diggy Zula with an effort there to earn the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually drag a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Taylor now to return it. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Again, a run with Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion, that's Tolbert. To throw on 3rd down, Lewis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This 2nd and 4. Thompson Robinson throwing here. They'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Damn.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Lewis to throw on 2nd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Thompson Robinson off of play action.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's third and goal after the sack.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Taylor now will return it.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Wright. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is DTR. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Darnell Mooney. As time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
What is more bullshit? Two books in one, or buy one get one free? Which one is more bullshit?
Buy one get one free got me in the frozen pizza aisle.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Scott used to say that. He's cut it in half and double it.
Yeah, you can cut it in half and double it.
Just do that. Okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He's overweight, so that doesn't.
I mean, dude, keeping going at any job for a matter of time is tough.
Yeah, you don't.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Lewis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Lewis on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Robinson with another carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Legendary breeders, in my opinion. And if I remember right, you've been doing this since the 70s, right? Yep, guilty. Okay.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
It was an opportune time back when. So that's kind of what got me started. But then as time goes by, there's always...
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Thompson Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
End
zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to